Вчера думали, будет какой-то жесткий босс, а его ни хрена не было. Толком взаимодействия. Никаких диалогов. Никого нет толком. Relations.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Boo!
Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care.
Wish I
The
had my
brooms
own
are
broom.
school property. I want them returned in one
This
piece.
is brilliant!
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Ha! That wasn't too bad.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as the first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Ah! Ha! Ha ha! This is rather fun.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We met in the common room. I'm Everett Clopton. So, care to join me for a bit of high-flying fun?
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me.
Я в любом
The
случае.
tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ha ha! Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Факту я хотел отказаться от этой
Sorry
идеи.
about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I thought Professor Black would get rid of all the muggle-born students. Too much to hope for, I
Spintwitches is
suppose.
open. I wish I could afford my own. Instead of using my brother's hand-me-downs.
Like the Black.
Очки талантов оставим.
That's what my mother.
Через темное искусство я не хочу качаться. Потом, может
Your
быть,
brain doesn't fill up.
во-
You're entitled to your
при
opinion.
втором прохождении, если оно будет.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Hello?
I was, yes. Thought you might be in. Following a treasure map to be precise. Ask Poppy if she'd be interested as well. I found 2 maps.
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinating. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find...
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you...
Since when would it matter what anyone...
Чайку.
Revelio.
Такие штуки брать, подбирать нужно было.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke?
Lumos.
Must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then... Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Levioso!
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Lumos.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Lumos.
Revelio. Can't you keep it down?
Lumos.
Some of us are trying to rest.
Lumos. Accio. Levioso.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Revelio.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Попробуем притянуть.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep-seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
И очень интересное вхождение игры. То есть уже 6 часов, в принципе, а еще только начинается.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Фотки, конечно, ну просто жесть. Так убого выглядит.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the...
Protego! I'm ready for the next
Very well. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can return to me once you've gathered enough.
I have the moonstone you requested, Prof.
Good. Then we may... You can conjure more than potions and herbolic. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space too. Why don't you try it on the wall? shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it. Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll...
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience? I'd like the room.
Sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. Now you have learnt a good bit.
Thank you, Professor. The room is...
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the... an even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now.
Revelio.
Дальше. Стол.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Do you mind sharing more about your broom?
I've a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take wind wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. U-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the U-one's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many...
Sounds quite the array of brooms.
What are we looking for today? That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Sounds as if you took Kagawa's class.
I did, but my focus on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I may be too young to run this shop. With your help, I can continue proving myself the most knowledgeable
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her... I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
How long have you had...
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match. Seeing flyers manoeuvre the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
That sounds intriguing.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And the time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Potato! I can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
What are we looking for today? Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Expelliarmus! Revelio.
Hey you, Ravenclaw.
Imelda Reyes? I'll be...
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumble. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't.
Perhaps I am competition.
Enough of this. Only one way to... I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let Slytherin versus...
Actually, why not? I can beat your...
I'm so looking forward.
Made it. Ha-ha! Now that's more like it. Did it. This is rather fun. Oh! Oh! Made it. Oh, did anyone else see that?
You must have cheated, you. Oh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial. You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how... Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worried that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed? What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Дальше по заданиям.
sorry.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. He's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. The Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo
Protego,
travels.
Confringo.
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it.
I think I've got it.
Confringo.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hop. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case... You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a...
Ugh, well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of Puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too... Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic, it's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares... I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some...
Very well. If I'm in the area...
Grand.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
You wouldn't catch me keeping one.
Why not? I think it's nice to look back.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Confringo.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time.
the map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time. I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Levioso.
Cursed fiends.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
What's that? Settled.
Confringo!
Incendio.
Reducto!
Gotcha. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Reducto!
Protego.
Confringo! How did that? Did you know mine? I haven't even had to tell yet!
Incendio.
Reducto! Hang on!
Expelliarmus.
Force your hands there!
Revelio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Someone's going to regret.
Leviosa.
Someone get me down! Enough! Now push me!
Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Accio.
What's that?
Dick!
Accio. Incendio.
It isn't Dora Treadwell's guardian.
Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Who lived here, I wonder? Revelio. Incendio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Just getting on my nerves. Rookwards don't go down. Incendio! 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 Confringo! Incendio! That was a mistake. Incendio! I shall kill you for this when I get down from here!
Tango! Confringo!
That woman, isn't it?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Everyone gets
You know the best you got? Proper people, that is.
Expelliarmus.
Confringo!
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Leviosa. Incendio.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Revelio! Revelio!
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else.
Well, this is...
No, it isn't. This way. I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
Revelio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Revelio.
I've never seen a sword like it. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Revelio.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Revelio.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Time.
Revelio.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew.
Tricus totalis.
What was that? Someone. Good for you. Quiet and grapple, you are.
Просто чувак взорвался.
Tricus totalis. Revelio.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock. These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Taste goblin silver.
Just
You wait till I'm solid bound!
Easily diverted.
Let's get this over. You are postponing the inevitable.
Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
Accio.
Levioso.
It's locked.
Можно мне такой скейт?
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Значит, туда нужно.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again. soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
Revelio.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
Revelio. Revelio. Reparo.
Свой слепой.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Revelio.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Leviosa. Confringo. Protego. Leviosa.
These look familiar.
Revelio.
Revelio. Accio. Expelliarmus! Accio! What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. Revelio. Levioso.
То есть, если мы через дверь пройдем, то...
More statues. Not making this easy, huh? Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Accio. Revelio. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Accio! I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors.
Жизни нет ни хрена.
Revelio.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
Эдик, тут босс. Жесткий босс. Ты, считай, пропустил. Привет. Что-то чат плохо видно. А, вовремя. Прям под конец боя с боссом. Или ты весь бой застал?
What a relief.
Видел? А, кстати, метла разблокировалась. А я не знаю, ничего не упало. Я шмоток не вижу. Но я там в сундуках чуть подобрал легендарок.
Another pensive.
Ну да, я уже, видишь, неизвестный предмет для лица легендарный. Я уже на метле полетал. Задание выполнил. Улучшение скоро метлы должны дать. Блин, ну я пока кайфую от игры, честно. Ты мне скажи, как вообще по звуку? Нормально меня слышно? Блин, игра классная. Сколько? 8 часов я уже в нее играю. Мне почему-то кажется, что эта девка во всем замешана, во всех бедах.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Я быстро. Серьезно, мне почему-то кажется, что вокруг этой девки все крутится. Сейчас отойду на минуту. А чё там, Ubisoft тебе кровь попил? Колоб какой-то залипаешь, что ли? Кстати, есть какой-то Game Pass на компы, я не знаю, может быть это Microsoft, типа Xbox'овский. И там просто он копеечный, и там куча игр, в том числе и Atomic Heart есть. А подписка стоит там что-то рублей 300, что ли, или 400 на несколько месяцев. То есть, как по мне, знаешь, там 4 сотки отдать за пару сотен игр, это не так уж и дорого. Или там покупать тот же Atomic Heart за 2,5, либо там пару соток отдать за подписку. Единственное, что я слышал, там танцы с бубнами. Не очень легко ее сделать, надо узнать. Я просто к стримеру там не могу попасть на стрим. Я как не зайду в YouTube, у него уже стрим прошел. Кстати, что-то Трува последнее время тупить стал. Я уже 2,5 часа играю. Да, там по Гримдауну я уже смотрю его несколько лет, этого стримера. Просто я повтор застал, а точнее не застал, а включил повтор. И он там рассказывал, что геймпас какой-то есть на ПК. И хочется спросить вообще, что это за геймпас. Да, может реально подписку сделать. Ну, как вариант.
All crystallized stone. That must be the way.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service.
Что
Has
там
someone
по времени?
completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood.
Да, я сейчас тоже чуть, еще, наверное, полчасика поиграю. Нужно пообедать. Надо приготовить, покушать. Отдохнуть чуть. У меня мотор мозги трахает. Левая рука так жестко болит, руку аж тяжело поднять.
We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then.
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
That there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Я думаю, потом часиков 5-6 запустить стрим. Вот я по поводу подписки узнаю. Вот, и тебе тоже скажу, что там да как. Может, коопные игры какие-то интересные будут. Можно будет и поиграть. А так болит. Так, надо в выручай комнату слетать. 17 уровень. Где? Уже прочитал. Так, а как мне, блин, в выручай комнату попасть?
I should ask Serona at the Three Broomsticks about the goblin she was talking to the day of the troll attack.
Мишки, конечно, так просто. Я сейчас тоже буквально уж полчаса, да, закругляюсь. На пару часиков.
I'd like to ask you about changing the...
Of course.
I would like the room.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Пойти.
Potato!
What in Merlin's name were you thinking, keeping a family out in the middle of a pitiful attempt at a poem to vote back?
Leviosa!
Если надо, то что там?
Confringo! Accio! Revelio.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Revelio! Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon. Oh, first, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit, unsteady. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more event...
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, in fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name.
Revelio.
Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against... Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go... In fact, I know of two statues right here. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so,
I'd be glad to help you, Mr.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before... next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However, we'll...
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Ah, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom, and the other in...
Aloha Mora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
You say that every year until then.
Revelio. Revelio.
I wouldn't be a prefect if I didn't enforce the rules.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
If the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or her, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marks in Professor Hector's class are superb. I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone? That's it. 50 house points.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
The heck you do.
Вовремя, сука, повернулся-то, а.
Lumos. Confringo.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
How nice.
Revelio.
I hope there are no students in the hospital.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but
Revelio.
И как мне выбраться?
Oh, how's that? Well, all of the teamwork and flying about and the golden snake. Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is one.
I suppose you should.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh goodness, you're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve.
You, my friend, are a gentle person. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusion.
How many statues are...
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to...
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you brought me enough moons, not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Чуть позже продолжим.